Guys, this video is for you, man. I got the glasses on deck, got the blue light, filtering glasses in the building, man. I don't need glasses, so I kind of do actually, but I just got these on, man, to filter out the blue light, you feel me? Blocking out the haters. But this video, man, is about disrespect, especially disrespect coming from women, right? Man, we shouldn't let anybody disrespect us. If it's your mom, if it's your sister, if it's an acquaintance or friend, a boss, a female boss, a female employee, don't tolerate disrespect from nobody, right? And I think I've always had the habit, and maybe other guys too, right? I'm not just the one who does this, right? But I have a habit of letting things slide. I'm a very laid back, cool person, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause conflict. I don't want to raise my voice if I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to confront somebody and, I guess lay down the foot, because like I said, I'm a chill, laid back person. So it takes a lot to get a rise out of me, right? But specifically with women, yo, you need to, if a woman disrespects you, you need to check her right then and then. And forget it just with women, right? With anybody. It could be a man too. If someone disrespects you, you need to let them know right then and then. Don't tolerate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Don't tolerate disrespect. And I guess where the story comes from this, right? This is gonna be a little bit of a story time, right? Where the story comes from this is, you guys know that I'm a SI leader. If you don't know what SI means, it's supplemental instruction. Basically, I'm a tutor. I tutor like a group of kids. And when I say kids, I mean people my age or maybe a little bit older or younger. I tutor college kids on anatomy, right? At my school, right? And, I've got to know this one girl a little bit, because as SI instructors, we're meant to go to the class that we're gonna tutor, you know what I'm saying? So since I do it for anatomy, I go to other anatomy classes and I sit. Mind you, I already took anatomy. I took it last semester. I took it 2 semesters ago last year, and I aced that joint, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I basically sit in the front row. There's a girl that sits behind me, and this is the female that I'm gonna be talking about in this video. I'm gonna call her Victoria, right? Her real name is not Victoria, but I'm gonna call her that. So Victoria sits behind me in in the lectures and everything, and I just noticed that well, before I even go there, right? I had introduced myself to her one time, and I advised her to come to my SIs because it won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It won't hurt. I was just on some cool stuff what's your name? How you doing? Where you from? All that. You know what I'm saying? You should come to my SIs, and boom, that's how we met. So I don't know where the picture went wrong or whatever, but suddenly I just felt like this girl just thought I was like her friend. You know what I'm saying? Or she felt comfortable enough to talk to me any or how. And me, like I said, I'm a very laid back person. I didn't check that. For example, right? Mind you, I've been having SIs. I have 2 SIs per week, right? I have 2 SI sessions per week, I should say. And this girl barely even comes that often, right? Victoria barely even comes. And Victoria literally is gonna tell me, right, that I should make my SIs more interactive, right? Mind you, this is my first year doing SI. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of getting the feel of it. But this girl comes to one SI, and the next course meeting for anatomy, right? Like I said, she sits behind me, right? She's gonna be like, James, you should make SI more interactive. And I'm like, what you mean? You've really come to one, right? You know what I'm saying? The others have been interactive to some degree. And the next SIs are gonna be more interactive. So I was kind of like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? On some cool stuff, right? Because like I said, I'm a laid back guy. Another example, right? A couple of weeks later, boom, I sneeze, right? Because your boy's always getting sick. I sneeze. right? Her friend who sits next to her tells me thank you. I mean bless you, right? But I because of this video. Well, I shouldn't say that, but anyways, I say, well, she says bless you. I say thank you, right? Her friend hears me, and then Victoria is gonna be like, James, James, James. I'm like, bro, what? Like what? You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, say thank you. I'm like, I did. And her friend even said that he did too. So I'm like, hold on, wait, what? Is this girl cool? You know what I'm saying? And mind you, like, she doesn't do it like all the time. So it's not like I'm like angry with her or like I have my eye on her. It's like sometimes she doesn't say anything to me at all. Other times it's like cool vibes. Other times she's just like doing stuff like this. So I'm like, yo, like, what's the problem? And like my last SI, right? Because today's Saturday, the day I'm recording the video. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload this by. But the last time I had SI, which was on a Wednesday, Shirley just got to tweaking with me. Like she made comments about my hair. Like I know my braids are looking like a little bit scraggly. You know what I'm saying? I need to line up. She made comments about my hair. I got these on, and I wear these to SI, right? Because it's like I have SIs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I don't want all that, you know what I'm saying, blue screen light to get into my eye. So I got these on, right? And I heard her make a comment calling me Four Eyes. So I'm like, yo, you talk about my hair, talk about the fact that I need glasses. Another thing, right? On my B-Day, right? Well, on the B-Day celebration, which is on a Sunday, I had SI as well. I have SIs on Sundays and Wednesdays from 8 to 9 p.m. on both days, right? I couldn't make it to my Sunday SI, right? I was still trying to have the SI, but I was late. You know what I'm saying? So my students, even though they're the same age as me, my students, they all left, which is understandable. And she had attended one of those SIs, right? I didn't make like a formal apology, but I did try to make up for it by having SI the following Monday, right? So I was like, yo, I had made a post on my page or whatever, right? Basically like a way for me to communicate with my students. I had made a post that I'm gonna have SI on Monday. Nobody showed up. Only one person showed up. Only one person showed up for that SI, and that person got all the gems and nuggets in game for me, and they went about their way, and boom, it was cool, right? I wasn't even mad at that, right? And on that day, on the Monday, was October 27th, which is my birthday. So only one person, mind you, I had dedicated that whole day, right, to make SI a fun SI, a chill, laid back SI. I had so many plans. I was trying to show them my boxing. I had bought them cupcakes. I had done like a whole bunch of stuff, right? But only one person came, and you know, I got to pour out to that one person. I was like, okay, bet. I'm 20 now. Reality is, like I said, people don't really care that much, and everybody assumes that you just have a good in life, right? So you know what? I didn't even take any hard feelings to that. Boom. Victoria's gonna bring that up after I had tried to make up for my missed SI session, right? And I'm like, yo, like, why are you bringing that up? Like, yo, like, you know, like I basically tried to make it up. And she was like, well, I had came, but you wasn't there. So I'm like, that has nothing to do with how you've been like treating me. Like you're basically treating me like I'm a goofy, and you're being disrespectful. And you're not even like taking that into accountability. You just want to point fingers. Oh, but you did this, but you did this, but you did this, but you did this. Oh, okay. So like that was basically like how she was acting, like an immature little girl. So I'm like, yo, that's not okay. Like that's disrespectful. So I waited for the whole SI to be over with, right? Mind you, when she made the comment about my glasses, I was heated. I wasn't trying to have any of it. And I was debating, yo, should I confront her now or later? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna confront her later because I don't wanna confront her in front of all these people, right? There was like 7 people, and I waited for everything to be over. And luckily, well, not even luckily, Victoria and her friend were the last ones to get up out of there, right? To leave SI. So I had, did what I needed to do. I walked up to Victoria and I was like, yo, I don't like how you've been acting and like treating me like like what's up with that? And she was like, well, but you're the one who didn't have SI on Sunday. Like that was her that was her defense. Like kept on bringing up the fact that I missed SI on my birthday, but I tried to make it up. I didn't make a formal apology or whatever, right? But I did try to make it up still. And basically, she was using that as an excuse for how she's been treating me. But mind you, she's been doing this way before I even missed that SI. So I'm like, yo, like, you're tripping, yo. And you're childish and you're immature and you need to grow up. So, and like, she couldn't even like fathom that. And she just pointed fingers at me and she got up and left and she had an attitude. And, we low-key kind of like went back and forth with each other, even though I didn't want to, but that's kind of how the cookie crumbled. And she left. I'm like, yo, like that's not okay. And I'm asking God, I'm like, God, like where's the justice here? Like, why do all these immature, childish people just keep on getting away with things? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell her professor, right? And then I'm gonna tell like the supervisor of like SIs and everything. And I'm not sure what's gonna happen next, because I'm still in the middle of the situation. But whatever happens, bro. And she deserves it, because you can't just go around disrespecting people, making comments about their hair, glasses, and everything. And like it's funny too, because when I told her professor and the director of SIs, which are both women, females, they were like, "Oh, does she like you?" I'm like, "No." Or even if she does, I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? She's even my type. So like all of those comments and everything like is really like uncalled for, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. So, even if she was my type, I mean, that's still like not a good way to flirt. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she's not my type just makes it worse, because it's like somebody you don't even find attractive is just like being disrespectful to you. You know what I'm saying? And even if she did find me attractive, again, you shouldn't disrespect somebody you like or you don't like. So that's just all I have to say, man. It isn't really like a spiritual video. It's just what I'm going through right now, because I'm currently in the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not over with yet, but hopefully by God's grace, it is over with. You know what I'm saying? And Proverbs 4:23 calls us to, above all else, to guard your heart. So even if it doesn't seem like it's the quote unquote manly thing to do, right? Because look, I come from the hood. I come from Chicago. People are like, man, just ignore her, bro. Or man, just don't pay no. I'm not gonna let this, because if I ignore it, it's gonna build up. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna fester. The correct thing and the manly thing to do will be to guard your heart, so that you won't carry around bitterness. You know what I'm saying? So that you won't carry around hate. So address it, seek justice. You know what I'm saying? And, because the Bible even says it, right? Blessed are those who pursue righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Or blessed are those who seek justice, or something like that, for they shall be satisfied. It's one of the Beatitudes, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's really it, man. I can tie this back to another story of a girl I used to previously talk to. And she basically disrespected me as well, and that was the reason why we had stopped talking. And the disrespect came from the fact that she ghosted me and she didn't give me any explanation. She didn't try to talk to me. I mean, I've done it to girls before, so I'm not faultless for that, but it is still disrespectful on my behalf and on her behalf. So and it's funny too, because that girl comes to my side, not that often, right? But she does come, and it just made me think yo, okay, should I be rude to her? But I'm like, no, you know what? Let me just be professional. And for some reason, right, when I prayed about her, God just put it on my heart, and I just kept on thinking about her. I could not stop thinking about her, right? So one day, I eventually went up to her and I asked her and I confronted her, yo, why'd you leave me on red? Why'd you just ghost me? And she basically said, oh, I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. As if you can't communicate that. As if you couldn't communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Like we're two 20-year-olds, we're two 19-year-olds or 18-year-olds or however old she is. as if you can't communicate with that. But basically, I just say that to say this, right? It was put on my heart to talk to her, so I did. Same thing if you're going through a situation with a girl or a guy and they disrespected you and you have authority over them to some degree, or even if you don't, you can report them, do it. You know what I'm saying? It isn't considered snitching. You won't be looked at as less of a man. And forget what other people think. If it's on your heart, guard it, bro. Guard it and pursue peace. You know what I'm saying? Because disrespect can be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Like from women, from men, from nobody, man. So yeah, guys, that's just all I had to say. I know I said that on two other occasions, but for real, that's really all the things I have planned. If you guys have any comments, man, let me know what you think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a blessed night, whatever time you're watching this. And peace.
Hey, look, believe that God got all my plan. Keep the scriptures on me, don't show my stick like John Morant. All them demons, they try to come, I gotta bind them all again. I might show out on these songs, but I repent for all my sin. Yeah, ever since I started rapping, holy, I lost friends. They like Keon, it sound corny, but just watch me when I win.